Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Dragon Ball Nation. Today I'm giving you guys another episode preview, breakdown, predictions for Dragon Ball Super. Today, episode 67, coming off the heels of the amazing Vegito battle in 66. And let's go ahead and get right into this. So the episode's titled, Fill Your Heart with New Hope Feral Trunks. And here we have, hey, it's me, Goku. Trunks, that was amazing slash. Just finishing off, of course, in the last episode, finishing off Zamasu, as we saw, with it looked like a Spirit Bomb sword, you know, a Genki Dama blade type of thing. I mean, it's a little bit iffy on what it was. Of course, I haven't checked out the actual subs, so maybe when I go and see those, it'll be better explained, but it's what it seemed like what it was. Zamasu's blown away, and I am going to be getting into some spoilers for this episode later on in the video. I will let you know ahead of time. It's nothing too bad. It's the synopsis that we already had. If you saw the spoilers this week, you're not going to see anything new, so don't worry about that. So basically, it looks like they're trying to gather up, or you know, go around, pretty much celebrate, I guess, in a way. The city and people were real messed up. Basically, talking about this whole event was, you know, so messed up, but it's finally at peace, right? Finally at peace. Like it says right here. But at last, Trunks' world can find peace again. Zeno's here. We're going to get into that in a little bit. Zeno, the Omni King, is here, trickling down from the sky. Everyone's in shock, and more peel-off gang stuff. I'm guessing it has to be in the present timeline, obviously. Kid Trunks there. Not a whole lot I can say. There's a few shots in this preview that there's not a whole lot to really say on. Whis, you did a really good job, Trunks. Goku saying this. Next time, Dragon Ball Super. Episode title there. So, not a whole lot to really go off of in terms of what's going to go on. I think, obviously, most of the episode's going to be him. We have all these shots of the present timeline. Whether it's called, you know, Farewell Trunks, so they're going to leave him in his timeline, or he's going to obviously, what I think is most likely, he's probably going to come back to the present and then go back to the future after he says his goodbyes to everybody. That's my guess. Maybe he won't go back to the present, but I imagine he'll go back to the present timeline and see everyone once again before he's gone for presumably ever, really. But really quick in the beginning of this shot, though, you get to see Zamasu here. That split. Pretty cool stuff. So remember, the last episode cut off with him not actually destroyed completely yet, but in this episode, his body is actually destroyed. So, but most of what this episode looks like, what it's going to be is, again, kind of just not really gathering together, but, you know, wrapping up this arc. That's mainly what this episode's going to be. And it's a weird situation because I don't have a lot to say about what's in this preview without delving into that synopsis I told you about, guys. So unfortunately, I'm going to cut the base predictions for this off. I can't talk about Zeno here without talking about spoilers, so I'm going to go ahead and get into the spoilers now. It's nothing that you haven't seen if you've been keeping up with super spoilers thus far. So I'm going to go ahead and read them off now. And this is, of course, from Herms on Twitter. You guys probably saw this the other day. So the episode title, November 20th, air date. Will they be able to protect the future? The final battle with Zamasu, powered by the hopes of humanity. Trunks strikes back at Zamasu. That's what we saw in the last episode. But while Zamasu was supposed to be defeated, which is what happens here, he instead loses his physical body and begins spreading out and covering the sky. So, last episode we found out he's immortal. Or he wasn't immortal. That's kind of what was discussed. But we knew beforehand that they were talking about his future body being immortal. So, is his body not immortal, but his spirit is? I'm not really sure how that works, because obviously his body is gone. Vegeta said he cannot regenerate to the best of his ability anymore. He can't do it as good as he was before because he's fused to Goku Black. So, the spirit goes into the sky in the scene we saw earlier when it's kind of dissipating a little bit. So, I guess that's what happens. And then it says, Goku this week finding the last ace up his sleeve to counter Zamasu. Now that Zamasu has lost his physical body, Goku and company are once more in dire straits. Just as all hope seemed lost, Goku finds something in his pocket. When we saw these, we already knew what it was. It was the Omni King button. What else is it going to be? Another Sensu Bean? And since the Omni King is in this preview, then there's nothing else it could be besides the button. And especially if you look at the scene with the Omni King, guys, I mean, right here, he's falling down. And this could be follow-up shots right here. Very easily could be. They also could be scenes taken from when Zamasu is actually destroyed, when these guys are in shock. Not Trunks and Mai and stuff, but Gowasu and the others. But just look at the sky. Undoubtedly, it has to be in the future timeline, right? Calls him down to finish it. Is Zeno someone that crosses or is even affected by time travel? Probably not. Is probably one Zeno. There's not multiple per timeline, I imagine. He's kind of outside that realm, I would guess. So that's kind of about it. I mean, it's a weird episode preview. You know, the Vegito stuff is already over, so it's not a whole lot I can really say about it, honestly. That's about it, and I can't really fill in any other blanks other than what I've already talked about, guys. If there's anything you think I missed, let me know down below. But it's a shorter predictions video today for sure. Not a whole lot to really talk about besides the Zeno thing. He is coming to finish off Zamasu. Zamasu is not dead. It doesn't say that in the preview, so in the actual synopsis, it does say he's not finished completely. But that's going to happen in the first half, and the second half is going to be mostly them kind of, again, piecing together the rest of the world and then going back to the present. I don't know what this stuff with Beerus looking out to the sun, you know, to the sky is. I don't know what it's all about. It could be any type of scene. It could just be them placing it here from the episode just to keep the flow. I don't know what the scene particularly would pertain to. But that's it, guys. I want to thank you guys for watching this video. Share your thoughts down below. And, of course, I'll catch you guys later.